Okay, it's setting it up now.
Yep, saying it's live on my end.
Okay, great. Well, hello everyone. It's Kara Chapin Donofrio, your DC Metro real estate guide and advisor, and I'm also joined by Sarah Welsh, your our prosperity mortgage lender and resource for us on the lending side. So, hello, Sarah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So today, what I wanted to share with you was, um, uh, since everybody's home these days, been getting some questions and from people that are thinking about maybe some things that projects they've been wanting to do around the home, and now they've just got a little bit more time to do that. And then also those that maybe are looking at their home and thinking of, okay, well, maybe I do want to sell, but I may need to do a few projects to get it ready for sale. So what are the best ways to, what are the projects that are going to get me the best ROI? So of course, whenever you invest money into your home, you want to look at what is the return on that investment. So I'm just going to go through 10 of the top remodeling projects that can boost or with great ROIs. So we're going to walk through that together. The source that this is coming from is from Fortune Builders, but also just from my own um, insight as well. So I'm going to walk you through this together. So first, as we get started, I think it's somewhat common knowledge that kitchens and bathrooms sell homes. And so no surprise here that a bathroom remodel is going to be one of the best ways to boost get you top dollar on your home. Now, with this bathroom remodel though, it's really more of the number one way to, or the way to get the best return is to do a minor bathroom remodel. So this means you're not actually doing a full gut of the bathroom, but maybe you're replacing the lighting, maybe you're replacing the plumbing fixtures, and maybe putting in a new vanity. So you actually don't have to replace everything. And that's going to actually get you the best ROI. Again, according to Fortune Builders, the average ROI is 102%. So I'd say that's a pretty good return. The next is landscaping. So we talked a little bit about this, I think, last week, and that curb appeal that's the first impression of when they pull up to your home. Having a really great curb appeal is just going to give your home an edge on others. Not only that, but sometimes people will see that your home is coming soon and they may actually drive by the home and decide whether or not they want to go in just from what it looks like on the outside. So you don't have to go crazy with landscaping, but I think having some plantings, having the edges and the grass really trimmed really nicely so that it looks really clean, having some nice potted flowers on the front porch or front stoop will definitely, that's a return on average of 100%. So money you put in, you're going to get back out. And this is referring to a kitchen remodel. So again, we're talking about not a major kitchen remodel, but on average, it's going for a minor kitchen remodel, you're going to get 98.5% back. So what this means is that let's just say that you have some older appliances, you replace the appliances, maybe instead of doing a full gut of your kitchen, instead of taking out all the cabinets, you replace the cabinets and you do a refurbish of the cabinets. You either paint them white, get some new hardware, maybe put in a kitchen backsplash or a tile backsplash. And those kind of things are going to get you a better return. Again, not a total gut, but a minor kitchen remodel on average gets you about 98.5% back. Now, not every home has this capability, but an attic bedroom conversion can get you back 93.5%. And this is talking about maybe you've got an upper level that you can more easily convert into an extra bedroom. It might depend on the house and the configuration as to if this definitely makes sense. That's something that I can help advise on. But again, adding bedroom counts is going to get you a better return on as compared to other homes. Now, this is talking about a major bathroom remodel. So it's not going to get you as much as a minor bathroom remodel, but if you plan on being in the home for a while, this is a good way to enjoy the bathroom and the remodel that you're going to do and know that you are going to get something back at the end. So Major bathroom remodel gets you about 93.2% in terms of an ROI, and the same with a major kitchen remodel. Now, I always like to think of it as the 80-20 rule. So you want to try to, when you're thinking of remodel for resale, you want to look at, are 80% of the people going to be attracted to the things that I'm putting into the home? So you don't need the high end unless you're going to enjoy that and you know that you might not necessarily get all those dollars back. So think maybe medium grade, and that's always going to get you a better ROI. So not the cheapest faucets, but a more medium grade. Again, with the cabinets, maybe a more medium grade is going to be the way to go, again, to kind of accomplish that 80-20 rule. You want to try to reach is the 80% of people are going to be attracted to what you're putting into the kitchen. Entry door replacement. This actually is surprising. I thought this would have been higher actually, but again, this goes back to the first impression of your home. So if you're going to replacing the front door is a really easy way to get money back on your home because it's the first impression, especially when you've got an agent that's showing your home and they're sitting maybe trying to, you're sitting at the front door, you're trying to get the key open, you're opening the lockbox, you're sitting in front of the door. So either a new door or another way to really very easily have a good ROI is just to paint the door. Make sure that it's got new hardware and it's painted, and that's going to be a really great thing for resale. Okay, number 8, deck, patio, a porch addition. Again, people are entertaining more at their homes. They're wanting some outdoor space just as much as indoor space. And so creating a nice outdoor space in terms of a deck, a patio, porch addition is going to get you 90.3% back. If you have a basement or the potential to do this, again, this is another way to get extra square footage, extra living space. And so people are going to be really attracted to that. So on average, this gets you back 90.1%. And then replacing windows is 89.6%. Now, again, I would say on windows, because windows can get pretty expensive. So if you're looking at getting the best ROI, you're going to want to go somewhere in that medium grade. I love Pella windows, Andersen windows. They're really great, but they are more at the high end. So again, depending on the grade and the level you go with windows, I think this is also going to affect the ROI. So again, these are your top 10. I'm going to be, I'll be happy to answer any additional questions on this if you have them and you're listening live. And also, if you happen to see this afterwards, please, and you have a question, please feel free to PM me, or I'm happy to come and visit the home too, to give you, when it's safe, to give or do a virtual consultation to give you some ideas on how to get the best ROI if you are doing a remodel. Because a lot of times too, it depends on the colors that you choose and the things that the types of fixtures and things you're putting in. Again, you want to think of that 80-20 rule appealing to 80% of people versus a really high tailored custom that not as maybe you love, but is not the masses. So hope that's helpful. Sarah, did you want to chime in? I know you had a few things for us on if somebody was looking maybe for some additional dollars to get some projects done, what that would look like.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. It's a super interesting list to see because you don't always think about some of the outside improvements that you can make, but it sounds like you can get some good return on investment. But yeah, so I thought I would just mention, if you're looking to do some of these improvements and don't necessarily have the liquidity in your current situation, one option for you to consider would potentially be a cash out refinance. I see a lot of people doing these right now, mostly because interest rates are so low. Mid threes, I would say, for a cash out refinance. So something, that you could take advantage of, potentially lowering your mortgage interest over what you currently have and getting some cash out to do those improvements. Mm-hmm. That being said, I will mention your eligibility will be dependent on how much equity you currently have in your property. Sure. For cash out refinances, the maximum loan to value, so whatever the new value of the loan is in comparison to what the home appraises for, has to be 80% or less. If you don't have that equity currently, another option that you could consider would be a home equity line of credit. I know oftentimes people can obtain an equity line that goes up to 100% combined loan to value of the home. So if you have a loan that's, let's say, 90% of the value of the home, you could get an additional 10% with that equity line. But those would be two ways to make it work if you do have some equity in your home and are looking to make those improvements.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the other idea too is there are some companies that I partner with that will actually, if you're not looking just to stay in the home and you are looking at, okay, I need to do these and then I need to sell, there are some companies that I work with that actually help you do that and don't actually charge until closing. So if you're looking at doing it and staying in the home for the next few years, then of course, Sarah, those are some great options. But also if you need to do it to actually fix up for sale, there's options for that too. And through some companies that I partner with. So options galore.
It's a good thing.
Any other insights? I know that we just came off a call with Prosperity and an update they did for our company about what's going on. Is there anything that you wanted to add on that?
I would just say that for the most part, in terms of, purchasing and the mortgage side of things, we're still, getting to settlement on time. Rates, as I mentioned, rates are really low right now. So we are having to come up with new ways to, get things done, such as appraisals. But we're still, working through that. And, if you are in the market to buy or sell, people are out there purchasing and selling. So, despite the fact that a lot of us are spending most of the time at home, it's somewhat business as usual in terms of real estate and mortgage.
Yeah. I don't know if you all could hear the little ones downstairs causing a little bit of a ruckus, but we're all kind of making the best of it, working from home and doing what we can. But yeah, it's true. I mean, people are buying and selling. So if that's something you want to do, we're here to be a resource. Again, if you even just wanted to, if you're thinking of maybe not selling, but doing some improvements, I'm happy to offer my insights and opinions on the things that are going to get you the best ROI long-term. So we're here for you as a resource. Anything else? Any questions that you're seeing?
I don't see any questions at this point.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you happen to have any questions later, then just feel free to reach out to us. We're here and we'll be here next week at 11 a.m., next Friday at 11 a.m. to continue to answer questions for you and provide topics that you're interested in. So if you have anything that you're really wanting to know more about, please feel free to PM us, leave a comment below, and we'll try to make these as useful as possible for you. So, all right. Thanks, Sarah.
All right. Thanks, Kara.
Have a good one. Bye.